All right, there we go. How's it going, everybody? Apparently this app is like bugged as heck on Android. What happened to me the last time I was here was that I was streaming for like 20 minutes and didn't see anything happening. I saw the chat, but it wasn't actually actively broadcasting. Hey Heather, hey Twisted Logic, sorry about the delay. Hey Coaster Mom, good evening. Hey Banks, what's up? Want to head over to the Jersey Devil Coaster construction site before sun goes down. They've made a lot of progress on that area. Oh, the big announcement. So I don't know if you guys have seen what they've been doing at Six Flags Great America, but they're doing like a drive-through dinosaur experience where they have like puppets and I think people in suits that will come up to your car. So I think it's gonna be that. Basically a drive-through dinosaur experience that they plop in the parking lot, and that's probably what they'll do. It's a touring type of thing, so easily moved to another location. I think it's going to eventually end up at every Six Flags that warrants it. So that's my guess. But yeah, if you're curious, look it up. I forget what it's called, but Six Flags Great America is probably promoting it right now. Hey Keith, you changed your name again, didn't you? Thanks, I'm on the other side of the park. We'll get there eventually. I wonder if you guys can see the sign from here. Probably not. Michael, yes, I do think Dead Man's Party will be back this year. But that's just my opinion. I don't make the decisions. You're so shocked that New Jersey changed the law for King to Khan Zumanjaro. Yeah, what you gonna do? Rules are rules. It's unfortunate, but true. The impressive thing to me, now that we're here at the Jersey Devil Coaster, is what they did for the landscaping. Look at this. They were really moving. Look at that. Even here with that walkway and all that path got laid out. I think you can kind of see underneath the trees there. The Jersey Devil sign is actually up now. This is nice to see. Any new changes coming to Frightfest? I have not heard anything. They haven't really even announced much about it. They already announced dates for Holiday in the Park, have yet to announce anything for Frightfest. Hopefully we don't get something in between again like Hallowfest. But I don't think so, not with the way things are going now, especially if you've heard the news. The big news of the day, or I guess it was big news last night, but today it's effective, is that they got rid of masks outdoors at Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, and Busch Gardens. Everybody's just, Florida is just, I don't know what to say. But now you're good without the masks outdoors. I think they're doing a great job here. I'm impressed with what they did. So I'm assuming you can see that there's this pathway around here that goes around those planters or those bushes. So they'll probably open this back up. I'm betting. It would be nice. Open that back up. It looks like, I would assume that they're gonna connect this with the other path that's up there leading up to the coaster. And then that path leads back out over by Nitro. Keith, I have a Samsung Galaxy S10, which is, I guess, a little old. I'm due for a new phone in the fall. But I got to keep an eye out because having the audio jack without an adapter is really beneficial because I use a microphone on here. You hope they add fire to the ride? State fairs are coming back. Which state fair? Is it New Jersey? The one that they do up at the Meadowlands coming back? That would be awesome. What is your favorite roller coaster? It's a tie between Steel Vengeance and El Toro. El Toro has my heart, but Steel Vengeance was just an amazing experience. And I only got to ride it 3 times, which is tough to compare to El Toro, where I've ridden like every row, every seat over, how long has it been open? This is its 15th year, I think. It's its 15th birthday, basically. Because last year was King Ka's 15th. Yeah, so this is definitely the 15th year for El Toro. And it's still a great coaster. You can't wait to see in person King Ka. Yeah. Yeah, definitely a thing. I don't know. It's when you're used to something else for a long time, it throws you off. It looks weird. Yeah, I heard that they're going to be theming it lightly to like the Pine Barrens type of thing that you'd expect it to, because it is the Jersey Devil. How tall do I think a roller coaster could get height-wise? I feel like King Ka, maybe a little bit taller than that, is starting to push the limits of what most people can comfortably handle. Unless you're like training to go into outer space, I feel like at some point tall isn't as important as just having, say, this is a good example, the single rail coaster. Because of the way the ride vehicle is designed, the trains actually sit a little bit lower on the track or on the rail. You feel everything a little bit more. So this isn't the tallest coaster here, but because of the way it's situated, it's a little more intense. I think that they've already pushed it in terms of which one is the other one that they were trying to build in Dubai or something like that. There was one that was supposed to blow King Ka out of the water, but I think that they found out the G-forces were going to be too extreme for most guests, and it would lead to like really low ridership. So then what's the point of dropping all that money? In addition to that, when you start getting really tall and really fast, it also gets really expensive to maintain. I know that King Ka is probably one of the most expensive things to maintain here in the park. Hey Aiden, welcome. Yeah, it looks great. And I saw that they also built some, or planted some bamboo over along this way, along this path, so that they'll have a little more separation in this area. I don't know what else they're planning here, but you were there last night. Oh, Coaster Power Hours was packed? I hadn't heard about that. Nobody told me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I thought for sure this weekend we would start seeing it testing, because they got to do their certification, and it seems like with the pace that they're going, they're pushing for Memorial Weekend. Yet they haven't really announced anything. I thought that also there would be member previews. That hasn't happened either. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Everybody can give me your guess. My guess is still June. I think mid-June is probably when things are going to happen. My guess was testing was going to actually start happening this weekend at some point. That was my guess. Maybe next weekend. If it starts testing, I will definitely come back. But that would probably be like an impromptu little live stream of just Jersey Devil testing. Just watch it. I actually did see people over in the area in front of the sign. I think that might have been the social media team or something. They were shooting something there. The Dark Knight? Who is spending an hour to get on the Dark Knight? It's like just a dressed up Wild Mouse. That would surprise me. I think I've only been on it when it's been a walk-on, because Who has time like that to spend? That's like the amount of people I saw waiting for Skull Mountain. It was like 45 minutes. I don't think I'd wait 45 minutes for it. Maybe I'd wait 20 at most for Skull Mountain. I don't know. You guys tell me how long you'd wait for Dark Knight or Skull Mountain, because I can't believe people would wait an hour for that. I mean, Nitro during the peak of the day was consistently at 70 minutes. Yeah, Coaster Power Hours will end right before Memorial Weekend. It was a cool idea, cool event. I'm glad I went. So tell me, how long would you guys wait for this ride? Skull Mountain. I don't know if I've waited more than 20 minutes, so like 4 or 5 trains worth. Does the season pass work for any park? I don't remember if there's like different levels still, because it's been a while. I've got a membership, so I don't really have to worry about stuff. The membership allows you to go to any park, I know that for sure. But there used to be like a regular season pass, and then like a gold or some sort of upgraded season pass that would allow you to go to different parks. Alright, looks like Aiden agrees with me. 20 minutes max for Skull Mountain. That's about it. I remember when it first opened, reading about how it used to have like a big extended queue that is in the space right now where Chop 6 is. So the regular season pass lets you go to all the other Six Flags as well. I haven't had a season pass in like 5 years now, since I've only had the Diamond membership, and that one, you know, I've been to Six Flags New England and Six Flags America, which Six Flags New England opened today. It looks like it was very busy. I'm glad I opted not to go there. You don't have to worry about waiting on long lines. So what do? You just have like a timer or something where they tell you to come back at a certain time? I guess what they'd call a return time. I did have a disability pass at Disney World because I went shortly after my surgery. So that was beneficial there, because standing around in the lines was bad. I would have had to sit down. Won't ride it ever again. What about Skull Mountain Remix? That one was just a couple of lights blinking. I wish that they did more with it. It has the potential. If somebody, like a proper lighting designer, went into Skull Mountain, got some projection things going, and like, it could be something. It has potential that hasn't been fully realized, in my opinion. Especially with this lovely exterior. I mean, look how cute this guy is. I wonder if he has a nickname, the skull of Skull Mountain. I mean, if you guys want to give him a nickname, we could bestow him with one today, because I don't think anybody calls him anything. Maybe we could get that trending. It's a blue paper, and you go to the... Oh, okay. Understood. I feel like the one in New Jersey is watered down. Are you guys talking about Frightfest? I've yet to actually go to a different Six Flags Frightfest. This past season was supposed to be that attempt, but then that got disrupted by the surgery that I had. Hopefully this year I can go. I heard Six Flags America does a cool thing where they convert the little train that they have going around the park into something scary and spooky. I've heard Six Flags Over Georgia's, their Fright Fest is supposedly very good. And they have a Dead Man's Party over there, if I remember right. Let's see. Yeah, hopefully they have Fright Fest. I don't see why not. By the fall, when everything's kind of like getting back to normal this summer, it's got to happen. I know that this park gets super packed though for Fright Fest. It's kind of crazy. They haven't made any official announcement on Fright Fest, unfortunately. They haven't even made an announcement yet about Jersey Devil Coaster, so they're running a little behind on announcements. But yeah, this year, if I am able to, I want to go to Six Flags New England's Fright Fest, as well as Six Flags America. But other than that, I'm not sure I'm going to travel that much more for Fright Fest, because it's a lot of stuff to take in one day, and maybe I would consider doing like a full weekend. I've also heard Lake Compounds has a decent Halloween event, as well as what's the other one? Hershey Park, and the one that I visited recently, which is Knoebels, that they have apparently a pretty good Halloween event. And with Dorney Park back on the menu, I won't just be streaming from Great Adventure. There's a sign on Fright Fest on Main Street. How'd I miss that one? All I've noticed are like the COVID sandwich boards. I don't think COVID is going to be over in July. I think that the majority of it's not like a on and off switch. It doesn't work that way. It's going to be gradual. Just like right now, slowly we're going to be okay with not wearing masks, but while we're outside and still socially distanced, but indoors we still kind of have to watch out. So I just see it slowly changing. It is very strange that not all the gondolas are on there. It's also strange, and I think I bring this up almost every stream here, that the lights haven't been fixed in a long time. It would be so nice. Let's see, here's the boards, and here's this other thingy. So it has a thing about Holiday in the Park, and then over here, Spring Break, which is very much over. Happy Saturday, French Spice. Hope your weekend's going well. Halloween Haunt is good there. Oh, you're talking about Dorney Park? Yeah. Halloween Haunt is awesome. I missed it last year, because then I could have at least alternated and not have to spend so much time in Clowntown, but I made a lot of friends, made a lot of memories, so no regrets. Let's see, summer, they have Hurricane Harbor, the Wild Safari drive-thru. I guess the drive-thru is sticking around, huh? Let's see. So it says Fright Fest, but we have no dates or anything. They made no announcements. So we don't know. But would you guys ride a roller coaster with this dude? He looks pretty cool. You wish you were at the park right now? Oh, yeah. Get one more power hours in. That's a good plan. Wow, the music is always the loudest on Main Street. Wow. I wonder what the line is like for the Sky Ride. I do plan on going to King's Dominion, but I do not think it's going to be for Halloween. I've heard the Halloween event there is also fun, but it's making time for it. And finding the right time to go might not be in the fall. Because, like, don't forget that there's not that many weekends to go places in the fall, like when the Halloween events start. Kind of want to see if they have a Dole Whip, but the line is still kind of long, so let's wait on that. The wait times have been pretty high for King Ka and Wonder Woman. Nitro and El Toro were at like 70 minutes earlier. I haven't checked it in about 2 hours though. Could have calmed down now. I see like a lot of people hoofing it out of the park. You can do that through the Six Flags app, or you can go on to, I think it's qtimes.com, and you can just go on there and they'll have them. Sometimes one or the other is more accurate, but sometimes when you hit towards the end of the day, it doesn't even recognize, like, or it doesn't even update at all. Sure, we can go to King Ka. I wonder if the Wild Walkway is closed, because if not, then that means we have to walk all the way around. Yeah, the rainy Saturday must have been awesome. I think somebody else commented they came on that day and it worked out perfectly for them. Little to no waits. Honestly, with the Coaster Power Hours, I feel no rush or pressure to get on roller coasters here. When I got here earlier today, I did go on El Toro, Bizarro, and Nitro. But then by the time I got done with those three, it was already like starting to fill up a lot. So I started vlogging instead. These speakers are so loud. Huh. Twisted Logic, yes. Bizarro has been a little rough. Noticeably. I think the last time I rode it was last September, and comparing it to then, yeah, something feels just a little bit off about it. Oh, the boardwalk is busy. What did you say 2 days ago, Banks? I don't remember what you said. To who? Let me guess. I know that you had commented about something being old. That was the Lucy the Elephant vlog. And then some other comment about the lighthouse that is tall. That's all I remember, man. I mean, I wonder what kind of love it got in the off season, because Bizarro could use some love. It's still a solid coaster. It's a solid floorless. I wonder if they have the tortoises out yet. I didn't come this way because I used the Wild Walkway earlier. No, I don't see them. Sadly. I wonder how long it takes to actually get them out here. They must use that little entrance in the back or something. But yeah, that must take a long time. I never thought of that. I mean, for completeness sake, I would say go on Twister and Zumanjaro. Say you did it. Get that cred. Oh, you have a lot to look forward to, Bill, if you're going to Disney soon. I wonder when they're going to do a show here again. So I saw those sea lions. Those are the sea lions that perform here. It also sounds like there's a nest being built or something. There's a little bird down here, and I hear chirping up top somewhere. Golden hour is coming up. I was walking by Twister just as it was ending its cycle, and that thing was squeaky. It let out the largest squeak. Has anybody seen a show in this arena here? I remember seeing a tiger show here, and then what was it? The sea lions, and it was pirates or something. That's a good question. I wonder what'll happen with the water area. Yeah, I bet they miss performing too, because they've just been backstage this whole time. Just hanging out, eating fish. They closed King Dakar early? Oh, that stinks. Looks like a lot of traffic here heading over to King Dakar. What is this? Is this a line? This looks like the Flash Pass line. What on earth? Oh.
Excuse me.
It's a little crowded in the Golden Kingdom. Wow. Frightfest is on September 13th to the 31st. Where did you see that? Did they post it on their website and not make any official announcement? That would be a strange maneuver, because I feel like they could get a lot of hype out of that and a lot of online attention. I've never gotten a rollback on King Dakar. Where am I going next weekend? Next Saturday's stream will be from Dorney Park's opening day. Yeah, actually, I posted the nano coaster for Superman and the coaster cutout for Nitro. It's in my Instagram stories if you want to go look at that. And it'll be in my blog that'll come out probably this week. Okay, so they posted it in the app. I wish they were more coordinated about stuff like that. Because there's stuff that appears in the app that sometimes you don't find anywhere else or on their website, but they don't promote. It's like with Six Flags, one hand doesn't know what the other is doing, and they don't coordinate. They definitely have a poor media presence other than the Jersey Devil coaster, the construction updates. They've been really good with that. Everything else, I don't know. It's one of their weaknesses. Oh, by the way, new Jersey Devil shirt. He's colorful for the summer. This reminds me a lot of the dude from Fantasia. I just forgot his name. He's not a Balrog. That's Lord of the Rings. What the heck is his name? Chernabog? It reminds me of Chernabog. I kind of want this one, to be honest. So I thought that all of these new Nano coasters were coming out Memorial Weekend, because that's what they had it on for their merch website. The Six Flags merch website had it listed as available on the 31st. And it included not just Superman, but also Green Lantern and Batman the Ride. So I was surprised to see Superman and the Nitro coaster cutout to come out and be available in the park early. Maybe that means that the other two aren't too far off. All right, let's catch up on chat here. You're not going to Six Flags until June 8th. Have I been to any more power hours? I was only at the first two. Unfortunately, with the Thursday ones, it's hard for me to get down here fast enough after work to make it worth it, because then it'd only be a few hours, and then I have another like hour drive home, so it's just like not worth it. The Friday ones that were it was open till like 11, those were worth it. But now I'm doing other stuff on Friday nights, and I think after next weekend I'll be road tripping like almost the rest of the summer. So other than whenever Jersey Devil Coaster opens, I might not be back here for a little while. Maybe not even until Frightfest. Park has been pretty busy today, I would say, with how busy Kingda Ka has been, and Nitro, and Wonder Woman. El Toro was almost spilling out of the queue, but they were also socially distant, so it's hard to judge. Let's see. Anyone went to Busch Gardens Tampa? Don't know. Love your iPlay stories. Oh, you saw those. That was a nice little place last night. I was only there really to go on Freedom Rider, but I really liked the arcade. They actually had themed areas, like the Freedom Rider, which is just a simple SBF figure 8 spinning coaster. It was in like a garage area, like a mechanic's garage. And then there was a boardwalk area. It was pretty cool. Oh. Well, while we wait for that to go, we can watch some Toro go by. Yeah, I kind of want that new shirt, the blue shirt that came out with. I think that I agree with you, Aiden. If they have Frightfest, they have to have Dead Man's Party or some sort of live stage show like that. And I have my fingers crossed that by the fall they'll also be able to use the theater, the showcase theater. Kingda Ka, last time I checked, was like 100 minutes. It's probably a little bit less, but we walked earlier by that line for just the Flash Pass, and it was pretty ridiculous. It created a choke point there on the walkway, which is just poor planning on their part. Just quit work? Thanks, Banks. Thanks. If I quit work, then I guess I'll have to find some other way to eat and pay my bills and be able to drive everywhere. It's much easier to just work for my money and then go adventuring on the weekends. Unless, of course, you know, at some point I get enough subscribers where I can do more ambitious stuff. But for now, it's just vlogs and a little bit of other things. The po' boy was delicious. The rice was okay. Yesterday in the line to get in at 7 was all the way at Green Lantern to get in the park. Yeah, it was wrapped around. Yeah, it sounds like the honeymoon with Coaster Power Hours is over and everybody's caught on. But I was under the understanding that they were only trying to bring in like 7,000 people, 10,000 at most into the park, which shouldn't be that many in this gigantic park. But like maximum was around there. Otherwise it's not worth it. It's got to be kind of like an after hours event at Disney. You got to cap it, and that's the only way you can give people value for their money. But what do I know? Freedom Rider is the only one like that. I've been on the theming. Yeah, I like the theming. I have been on SBS or SBF spinners before. There was one, I think it's not Wonderland, it's Playland's Castaway Cove. They have one that's very similar to that. And I want to say Point Pleasant has one like that. Of the ones that I've been on, I know that there's another one, I think, down in Long Beach Island that's similar. And also, I think that unbuilt coaster, the Cinderella coaster at Storybook Land, was supposed to be an SBF spinner. Well, looks like Zumanjaro's going up. So I want to see if we'll see a launch and Zumanjaro go. You were there yesterday for Power Hours. The line to get into the park was long, but ride lines were short. Superman with the longest wait was 25 minutes. Ka was only open for a couple hours. I heard it was only open for a couple hours, and it was very, what's the word? Windy? The weather didn't cooperate. So, Ka, being as temperamental as it is because of the height, usually ends up having to close early. Are you ever going back to Sesame Place? I actually was trying to go today, but they had, because they do the reservation system, they were sold out on reservations, and the reason they were sold out on them was because Peppa Pig was meeting and greeting there today. Very busy day. But yeah, I think I might go there early in the morning next Saturday before I go to Dorney Park. Where am I at? I'm in Six Flags Great Adventure. I'm here by King Ka, Zumanjaro. Oh, checking out El Toro. How Mac and Cheese Festival? What Mac and Cheese Festival? I don't know if they're having Mac and Cheese festivals this year. They might have all been postponed for all I know. You waited for Superman, it was 35 minutes, and The Dark Knight was a 1 hour yesterday. Dang. You would love to see Six Flags Great Adventure bring back old rides but modern versions. Which ones are you talking about? 8 p.m. car closed. LBI has an outdoor SBF at Fantasy Island. That's the one I was thinking of. Eventually I want to do a day where I go to like maybe a lighthouse or other roadside attraction and then go to Fantasy Island. It's really out of the way and kind of by itself. But I do have a small goal. In addition to trying to ride 200 unique coasters, I would like to ride every roller coaster in New Jersey. And so I'm trying to make time for that, but the planning is ongoing. Jersey Devils, can't wait to go next Saturday. French Spice, laughing emoji. Skipped Dark Knight Coaster, but got 13 rides during the event. That's Joker 3 times in a row is pretty awesome, because today it's been at a really long wait. I think it was at an hour last I checked. Have a good night, Bill. Thank you for visiting. I wish they would bring back, like, they have almost no flat rides here for people to go on. It would be so nice if they did. And honestly, I've been looking at I see Zumanjaro going again, but I don't see King Ka going. I wonder if it's down. Joker was walk on. That's great. Judy, yes, I did go to Hershey Park. I went on opening weekend, and I will return whenever Storm Runner is open, because I'm excited for that. I heard a lot of cheering. I wonder if Kingda Ka was down and it just came back up. Yep, Kingda Ka line is now open, so that must have been why it was backed up before. They should get a S&S tower. Agreed. You got a total of 10 in 4 hours. Not great. A turbo speed booster flat ride. The Vomitron flat ride. I think they just need flat rides in general. They used to have like a really nice collection of them back in like early 2000s, mid 2000s, before Mark Shapiro became the GM. And then a lot of that stuff got removed, and that's when we got the Wiggles here. It was really strange. Strange time. Have a good night, Aiden. Have a great weekend. Thanks. I don't know Entin Adventure. Why, you want to introduce me? Do you know this person? Hey, Toxicator, you're here. Where's here? If you just say I'm here, that just means you're wherever you are, right? Because I'm here. In this spot, right here. I'm here. Is there space where Seaport is? Well, a lot of that got reclaimed or turned into the Jersey Devil Coaster area. So, oh, I hear it launching. There it goes. Now I want to see Zumanjaro run. Dutch Wonderland is another one I gotta visit. Apparently there's also a Cartoon Network hotel there in Lancaster where Dutch Wonderland is. I kind of want to go. I like Cartoon Network. They have like an Adventure Time themed room, and I remember watching that like 10 years ago. But yeah, Dutch Wonderland is on my list. It has 2 or 3 coasters that I can get on. I really want to see these 2 operate simultaneously. Haven't heard another one go. I guess we play the waiting game. I actually never got to go on Batman the Ride when it ran backwards. I wish they would bring that back though. I think that they're going to like overhaul Bugs Bunny National Park and add rides there. I think they're going to expand it. They're going to do something, because after a big investment like the Jersey Devil Coaster, I would think that excuse me, I would think that next year they'd need to do something for like the kids area to consolidate all the stuff that they moved around and tore down. You live in Lancaster, and yeah, they do go to Dre. Yeah, there is. Back when Officer O'Leary was up there skiing, he actually drove past it. Go to DreamWorks Water Park. I'm not really a water park type of guy, and even still, I feel weird about recording there. Like, people in their bathing suits and stuff, and like I think you can bring a GoPro. I don't know what their policy is on recording though. You think this park needs a boomerang? Why? Where would they even put it? I don't think this park needs a boomerang. I feel like boomerangs are good for like those tiny regional parks that are just starved for coasters, and like it's an easy way to fill it out. But here they already have 12 with a 13th coaster on the way, and they're all pretty good. The only clone we have is, well, I guess we have two clones, right? With Batman the Ride and Superman Ultimate Flight. RMC Family Coaster would be awesome. Very much needed. Yeah, the pieces from the rides are like backstage. You can see them when you go up onto the lift hill of Nitro. I haven't heard King Chicago again. Great Escape can keep their boomerang. Yes, they can. Speaking of which, when is their final coaster going to open so I can head up there? Oh, the other thing that I saw is that they're doing previews now at Legoland. I'm definitely going to check out Legoland at some point, but they got to come out of previews, so it'll probably be sometime in like July. Because they don't have all their lands open. And I think they're aiming for like a Memorial Weekend thing. The new RMC Family Coaster model, yes, that looks really cool. It looks awesome. Hello, K. Roberts. Where Kingda is Green Lantern should be in.
Yeah, that could be like the last.
I mean, yeah, it's in an awkward spot, that's for sure. I think what could help is if they just opened up this area a ton more. Like, I don't know why we have to go on this little corridor just to get to King Ka. And they should bring back the observation area so we can just watch it launch. That would make this live stream a lot more interesting, is to be able to see the track and see the launches. It'll just give this area a whole different energy. You tracked down Officer O'Leary? Oh, that's funny. Alright, I'm gonna give it just a little bit longer to see if we get a simultaneous launch, but I see... Is that people exiting, or is the queue dumping out of Zumanjaro? I haven't heard another launch for Kingda. Bizarro should be next to Superman from like a theming type of thing. Okay, here we go. Zumanjaro's going. Oh, here it goes. There it goes, guys. The simultaneous launch. Oh, that's awesome. Talk about timing. Oh, that was awesome. Who'd have thunk it that it finally happened? It actually happened almost at the same exact time. Well, that's cool. That might be something that's worth clipping out. What do you think? Make it its own little short or something like that. On May 25th, Green Lantern opened 10 years ago, and nobody's neck has been the same since. Alright, so mission accomplished there. You really wish they converted Green Lantern into a sit-down? Agreed. It needs it. always a cool little spot. I wonder if you were far back enough, could you take a cool photo here? Probably. I remember when I used to play audio too. For the first time in 7 years, they can finally hang out together. Hey, 2 tickets. Welcome to the stream. Wild Walkway's still open. Don't think there's any animals though.
I guess maybe they only have animals in there sometimes. It would be nice if they had a sign to kind of explain that. Yo, Ali! Ali, come eat! I don't remember those.
We ready?
Actually, you know what? I think this is where the thing was. It was just stuck.
I think all the animals are gone, right? Yeah, no cheetahs here. Probably no sea lions over there. I saw them taking them out around like 5:30.
Give me my shit.
Yeah, no sea lions, I don't think.
What the fuck is wrong with those people? Those fucking idiots. There's no animals here, bro. Yeah, I think you can go around. We're going on the ride, Chad. Where are you going? You can go around. Bro, what are you saying? There's a ride right there.
Isn't it crazy how the law saying that if a roller coaster goes over 400 feet in New Jersey, it needs an OTS restraint? But Kinderka is the only ride in New Jersey that's that height. Well, isn't it one of the only rides in the world that's that tall? I mean, how do they quantify that if it's like one of those sky coasters or something like that?
Always us fighting each other.
Or is it just for rides in general? I mean, I think it's kind of funny that like New Jersey was forced to create a law like that. Do they still do the Safari Jeep tour? It has been converted to a drive-through since last year. I don't know if they're going to go back to the tour like from within the park anytime soon. Sounds like they're kind of committed to the drive-through thing again. All right. I'm wondering if we should go over through the exit area or over here through the by the lagoon and by the runaway train. Which side? Which side? Huh, the line is still spilling out. Crazy. Toxicator, didn't you see it? They just ran together. I think King Dakar was going down as Zumanjaro was going down. It was beautiful. I think I would have to wait a very long time in order to see that happen again and get it on like my good camera or to get a photo of it. But it would be so cool to try.
But remember, the chance of this happening is very low.
All Six Flags rides and attractions meet
Oh, my
and
goodness.
exceed industry standards and all government regulations. We invest the greatest
When
amount of
they did
resources
the
into our
not the
safety
version that they do now, which
Our
is the
goal
drive-through,
each day is to ensure
but when
that
they had
you
it
and your
as like a
family
ride,
have
you could
great
stop in
and
that
safe time
area
while visiting
in the
our
middle,
parks.
and you would get to feed the giraffes for like $5. I miss being able to do that. I miss being able to feed the giraffes. They also had some cool animals there.
No technical policy, no cell phones, no keys, no bags, no fanny packs, no wallets, no purses, no prizes.
Yeah, the giraffes are great.
On the ride. You must place them in their ride locker with their non-rider.
But yeah, the line is looking pretty spicy right now.
Also, make sure you're 6 feet apart in line at all times, and your mask is above your mouth and nose.
Yeah, the line is getting there. I'm surprised it's this long, and the park's about to close. Your mask flew off. Oh my gosh, how scary! What did they say when you got back in the station? I'm always afraid of that happening, is that I lose my mask on the ride. Thankfully, I haven't had it happen to me.
Imagine if childhood had a perfect snack, like sweet Sunday raisins with oats and nuts that taste like s'mores and birthday cake. And the best part, it's real, like sun-made bites made with whole fruit. Imagine that.
Yeah, Toxicator, what you're describing right there is exactly what just happened here. It's like they timed it or something. It was so cool to see. It would just all of a sudden make it a much more dynamic ride when you have another ride kind of synced with it. I wonder if that's something that it could actually like control. Timing both those things, because it takes like what, 12 seconds for King Ka to like go through a circuit, so you could probably count it. And Zumanjaro's a basic instant release. The timing didn't quite work out there on the left of the screen. It was close.
Guess waiting in line, we have a very strict no technical policy, no cell phones, no keys, no bags, no fanny packs. They are not allowed in line on the ride. You must put them in a ride locker with a non-rider.
There was a girl that lost hers, and later on in the day, she had her hand over her mouth. I thought that they would offer like a temporary one. That's so silly. The last time you went on El Toro was 2014. Oh yeah, the first drop is amazing, and then the airtime that you get on the subsequent hills is just, it's perfect. Such a good ride. Yeah, I thought that if you lost your mask, that maybe at the operating booth they'd have like a stack of disposable masks to give to people. How about we go on the other side of El Toro? Actually, can I see the Rolling Thunder Hill from here? I almost forgot about that little bit. That's a good point. A lot of stuff is closed during the power hours. He took my advice. Oh, I always bring a backup just in case. I'm glad that was helpful. Yeah, you always got to bring an extra. Even if you don't lose it, but like it gets sweaty and gross from just breathing constantly and the sun or whatever, just using the mask, that'll tend to cause it, maybe it gets a little gross and you want to swap it out. I always bring a backup, especially if you're, like for me, when I'm talking and stuff, like eventually it's absorbed so much moisture from me talking, it gets kind of gross. The Rolling Thunder Hill is the best part. Oh man, I don't know about that. The first drop is like crazy to me. I love that first drop. But I would say Rolling Thunder Hill is second. Did you hear there's a special surprise on the 18th? Yes. Hey, Toxic Eater, have a good day. Have a good weekend. Hope you have a blast. A special surprise. I believe it's that dinosaur thing that's happening at Great America. I was talking about this earlier in the stream when we were over at Jersey Devil Coaster, that if you look up the dinosaur drive-through event that they're doing over at Six Flags Great America, that's my guess on what they're going to be doing here, because that thing travels, and I'm guessing that it's going to travel to a few Six Flags during the summer. You have to try that one next Thursday. You hope it's not too crowded when you go on Friday. Oh, it's your senior skip day. I mean, schools haven't let out, so if you're skipping, like I know that the crowds haven't been that bad from what I've seen. And next week is probably the last time you'll be able to really do that, because a lot of people are going to be off after, well, on Memorial Weekend, and then after Memorial Weekend it's just open season again. And any day could be a busy day. I hear it going. I guess we could follow it. It's gonna come back again, but I don't remember if we can see it. And then the runaway train's gonna go by. The Intamin farts. The Intamin farts. Fun for everybody. Fart, fart, fart. Have a good night, Banks. Yes, Vacation Exploration did just post. I got the notification. She been hard at work, huh? No mask. All right, where shall we go to next? I kind of want to get a snack before the park closes, so I think I might start heading up that way. But since the log flume is operating, I'm going to go the long way around. When Jersey Devil Coaster was announced, you freaked out. I mean, everybody was really excited. I wonder when they're going to announce an opening day, though. Or a previews day. Anything would be nice. Ooh, can we see another? Oh, watch, guys, watch. I haven't heard about a King Ka rollback in years, to be honest. But I also haven't done much research on it. So maybe you can find it on YouTube or something. But I haven't personally seen one of those. Wonder how long until you only have to do the 5 at Six Flags. Seems like the only theme park to not have announced anything yet. Yeah, I mean, it's a good question. Oh, this is actually a really cool photo spot with this sort of pink, purpley lavender sky. Wow. I gotta remember to come back to this spot. This is nice. Oh, you should come back for the power hours. That's probably like the best thing they've done in a while. Just get on all the coasters. You saw one in person many years ago, I think towards I wish that they would bring back Batman Backwards for Frightfest. That would be perfect. Loud music time. It would be a beautiful shot, right? With the sky and the reflection in the water and all that, it looked really cool. This freaking music, the worst. Just blasting away. It would be such a calm little area with nice vibes, but they insist on blasting all this music here. It popped your back. It is a fun little ride, but I'm surprised it popped your back. That was one thing I noticed going around Knoebels, is that the loud music really isn't a thing unless you count the pipe organs that they have. It was a pretty relaxed, calm park. Unlike here, where on Main Street you can hear the speakers just dying, all sorts of blown out and stuff. Avengers Campus opens on June 4th. Yes, that is right. And I want to head out that way whenever the heck they allow people outside of California to visit, which is hopefully mid-June or so. But flights are also going to be very expensive, so maybe in the fall or maybe even next year, but eventually I will get to Avengers Campus and spend an entire day there. I don't know if I don't ever bring this up on the channel, but I am a big Marvel Comics and Cinematic Universe fan. I know it very well, inside and out, and was correct on most of my WandaVision predictions. And I don't know, I don't bring it up at all because there's so many channels that do those clickbaity types of videos, so I just never jumped on any sort of train when it came to content for Marvel. Trying Bizarro first thing, that's a smart move. I'm excited to see what kind of food they're gonna have at that Ant-Man place. It's like a nano brewery, weird type of thing. That's all the food. It's supposed to be funny and miniature, so I'm kind of excited for that. All right, here we are at the Log Flume, which has finally reopened. I think it reopened just last weekend. Yeah, this sky is looking real nice. Wow. This is not Congo Rapids. This is the Sawmill Log Flume. Congo Rapids is over by Nitro. Have I ever been to Universal Studios Orlando? Yes. I rode Fast and the Furious as well. Terrible, one of the worst rides I've ever been on. One of the worst. It's like King Kong Skull Island, but way worse. You're on a party bus. The queue was more interesting than the ride, to be honest. Is Congo Rapids open? No, it is not. Not yet, anyway. Hurricane Harbor just opened, so I imagine maintenance people will be moving on to Congo Rapids at some point. If they even share the same maintenance people. Probably not. But it's nice that this opened because at least there's somewhat of a line here, so that it pulls some people away from the other rides. It's just the Log Flume. Just the log flume open. Let's go watch the drop for a little bit.
Oh, cool. We'll put one.
No, the food is not included at power hours. And they also have very limited food offerings. Was Superstar Limo the worst Disney dark ride? Debatable. I would put as a contender for worst Disney dark ride was Sinbad's Adventure at Tokyo Disney. For the first iteration of it, it was terrifying. Watch a POV of Sinbad before it was refurbished, turned into like a little musical, whimsical thing before they added Shandu. The first iteration of Sinbad, probably the worst Disney dark ride. It was straight nightmares. Why are they going to change Splash Mountain? 'Cause money, I guess. Money and representation. I mean, is anybody clamoring for like Brer Bear and Brer Rabbit merch? Not counting the time right after they announced that they were going to change it. I just hope whatever they do it properly. And they don't just reskin their animatronics and do a lazy kind of refurb. You never went on a log flume. This log flume in particular is the first ride I ever went on that had a drop. I think it was like 9. And I was so scared that I wouldn't scream. I couldn't scream. So I asked one of my friend's dads if he would scream for me. That's how scared I was. I was like, no, I can't scream. Scream for me. This thing during the summer can have a huge line, which thank goodness they got it opened. It's been very much missed. And also, I didn't mention, but Best of the West here, that's reopened as well. Yeah, I hope whatever they do with Splash Mountain isn't just like a band-aid on top of it. Like, there's no reason Brer Bear should just suddenly become Lewis. That's going to be so lazy and sad, and I hope that's not what they're planning. River Adventure at Islands of Adventure, that one is awesome. I've seen videos of the one at Hollywood, Universal Hollywood, and that one looks really good. The upgrades that they did to it, I think hopefully after Velocicoaster is all said and done, they will start making their way to that ride for a refurb. All right, we got about 15 minutes here until park close. I think they're also going to start closing later next week. I'll be excited to be able to do later streams and have more time during the day on Saturdays to do more stuff. Yes, that's right. They're going to retheme Splash Mountain to Princess and the Frog. And it's going to take place after the movie. It's not going to be a rehash of the story that happens in the movie. Here's another little moment of zen. Actually, this is a cool photo. I'm going to take a quick little screen grabby here. All right, and we're back. Excited to see Sinbad in Japan. Oh gosh, yeah, that one. Well, when I talk about it being redone, it was redone I think several years ago, but the first iteration of it was like super terrifying, so they ended up redoing it. Definitely a video worth making would be like a side-by-side comparison of the original version and then the one that they added music and all that stuff. It has some cool views, let me tell you. The parachute ride, I think it's called Paratrooper, or it might just be called Parachute Ride. Either way, it has some nice views of the park. And I kind of wish that I could go up there with my camera and like get some unique angles of all the other rides, especially like the coasters from up above. I've only been able to do that a little bit with the Sky Ride. When I was young, did dark rides scare me? With fire, I can't think of a dark ride with fire at the moment. Unless you count Mr. Toad's where you go to hell. That one I remember scared me and loving it. And then Snow White, Scary Adventure, just straight up scared me. The Witch, it haunted me as a little kid. And I also remember being a kid and like 4 years old and I loved the Haunted Mansion. So much so that I wanted to like recreate it. And I grabbed like all my action figures and stood them in a hallway. And then I pushed my sister down the hallway in an office chair to emulate the Doom Buggy. Vanessa, are you talking about that parachute ride? Because yes, there's very few of those remaining. It's just an old ride. I don't know how they keep it running. Revenge of the Mummy was one that scared you bad? Oh yeah. And I heard that they gave it a couple upgrades recently, like within the last year or so. I'm excited to, whenever I go out for Velocicoaster at Islands of Adventure, I'll definitely try to make a pit stop over at Revenge of the Mummy and check it out. I'm thinking we go to the lake instead of the boardwalk. Boardwalk is probably very crowded right now. Yes, I have been on Skull Mountain Remix. The only time I've been on it though is somebody like left a work light on, and so it was just like this giant shiny bulb and then some other little colorful lights trying their best. It could totally be a better experience if they got somebody in there to like design some projections and stuff like that. But right now it seems like somebody bought a couple lights at Party City and just put them down. I should talk over Whitney. I give up with this. It's such a game fighting the copyright. I'll clip this out later, I think. An Essen Tower right there. That's a great idea. All right, so add some carnival rides or something. Yes. They could expand the boardwalk and like actually add boardwalk rides. That's a crazy idea. I mean, they could use a whole bunch of help with making their theming cohesive and stuff, but who am I? Alright, I'm gonna wait in line here and hopefully get a Dole Whip if they still have it, and then we can chill for a little bit, and then it'll be time to leave the park. So let's talk about Memorial Weekend. What's everybody excited to do? I will not be streaming most likely on Memorial Weekend, or if I do stream, it'll be very brief, maybe like an hour. I just don't know where it'll be from right now. Working on that, figuring that out. You always get slammed by Whitney. That's hilarious. Yeah, if worst case, I'll clip out this portion of the stream if it gets claimed. But I mean, for my live streams, I haven't really even been trying to worry about copyright because I have the vlogs. They don't get taken down, but I don't get any advertising revenue from them. This is just for fun and watch time, mainly. You're heading to Kings Island. Oh, you lucky, lucky girl. It's definitely on my to-do list. I want to do a weekend there with just a little bit of Cedar Point to do the ones that I haven't done yet. Like Iron Dragon and Corkscrew. I really didn't leave much. But there's still credits that I need there. Have a good night, Erica. Thanks for watching. Yeah, Kings Island is amazing. They have such a good lineup of roller coasters there. I've heard so much about like the Beast, and then last year Orion opened. I've heard so many good things about all that. So I'm excited. They could really spice up. They should, you know what they should do is take that upcharge go-karts area that nobody really goes to and use that. And decorate something with the old that building where they do the houses. In Philly, I need to try Federal Donuts. Okay. Hang on one second. I'm gonna put that into my notebook thingy. Yes, Zumanjaro and Kai have been running together. I got a couple of clips of that, and I will pull that out and post it separately as a short whenever this one live stream gets updated and is available and processed. Probably just the coasters. Yeah, that's okay. I was gonna say. There's a huge line forming behind them. Honestly, I would just offer to pay for it. If I wasn't live streaming, I'd just be like, how much does it cost? Here. Stop abusing the people here. Donut and chicken. That sounds awesome. Okay, Federal Donuts just got put on the list.
You're saying, she's saying,
No, you
but she said she just pulled it up, right? She said you're only down for 1 cent. That's what, I don't know what you got. I am telling you what she pulled up.
They're still having trouble with their snacks.
I don't.
Oh man, that's the worst. Some people, they don't. I remember going on a school trip where someone in my group wanted to go on 0 rides, but then wanted to complain that they didn't have a good time. I was like, oh, well, that's kind of your own fault. Nobody else is supposed to provide you with your good time, your happiness. You're kind of in charge of that. Yes, yes, Vanessa. I just want to... I don't even know if they have the Dole Whips. I just want to know whether or not... They've literally been here for like 10 minutes. Maybe longer? Has it been longer? I think the park is now officially closed. And they're still trying to get their snacks.
Take this, hold this, let's go.
This person, wow, just being rude. He's like pulling down the separator thing. Like they only have like a little flimsy like thing blocking it. He's pulling it down and yelling over it. It's horrible. They just ripped it. You alright?
I'm sorry. Just
No?
gonna have to fix this. This customer, he was fighting for it.
Oh, ready to go.
Yeah, it's
In the wheelchair?
no, the guy with the wheelchair.
Hey, do you by any chance have Dole Whip?
No, I'm sorry. We don't have any ice cream. The machine's down. But you can get some at Funnel Cake Factory right next door.
They have Dole Whip?
Dole
Or
Whip,
just
no,
ice cream?
But we also have ices, cotton candy, and popcorn.
So your ices, you have them here?
We have ice in
Yeah,
it.
the ices. Yeah.
All right.
So you know the ice cream machine is broken. There's no ice in it.
Y'all all right, man?
You're real good.
Oh, sorry, dude. Could I know.
What you getting?
Could I get an icy, the whatever the snack size is, in Coca-Cola?
That's it, right?
That's it.
You looking for a snack? You said Coke, right?
Yes, please. All right. Unfortunately, they don't have Dole Whip. I'm gonna go with an icy. The dude who was yelling at the cashiers ripped off this thing right here. He was like reaching over it and yelling at them. It's crazy. I think they got rid of those because they're like,
They only have one left.
what's it called? Thank you so much, man. Yeah. All right, let's find somewhere a little quiet to sit down and enjoy my not Dole Whip. I ended up getting a Coke Icy. But man, I've never seen somebody so irate about not having a snack credit. My goodness, it was like $10. Was $10 really worth yelling and ripping down the barriers? They weren't even using it, they were yelling over it. I don't understand the mentality of some people. It's just never that serious. The snack stand right by the carousel hooked you up with a regular sized cup of water. Nice. This is a snack size. Yes. Yeah, I was trying to talk over that. I have no idea if that song is copywritten, like if I'll get struck easily on that one. Oh, they got rid of all the benches that they used to have here. And there's lots of speakers on this one area here. Boo. I wonder if they care if I go under here. It's a little further away. I can just sit here and have this. Ooh, that table's gross. There's bird poop on that one. I'm gonna just hide over here then. There's only a little bit of cheese on this one. Bonus, anybody want some cheese? The benches aren't safe, they're not quiet enough here. Alright, I'll turn this around and we can wrap up this stream. That was a very weird ending to it. Alright. Hello! So, the mask today was brought to you by Kim, who you'll often see. She's a mod on my channel here, Soaring Over the Magic. She has her own Etsy shop that goes by Soaring Over the Magic as well. So support her if you can, even though we're a little out of the woods of the masks. They're probably still going to be needed when you go to doctor's offices and indoors in most areas for now, for a little while. But yeah, big crowds today. I like that, bench cheese. Don't trust bench cheese, because I don't think you want that. You want bench cheese? It's not good stuff. It's bad for you. Bench cheese is bad for you. Actually, I'm just realizing you might have said that you want the mask, not the bench cheese. Sorry, Jersey Devils. But yeah, I think I might be the only person who has been weird enough to be like, hey, do you have any Looney Tunes fabric? And she kind of told me that no, she doesn't, but she knows where she can get some. Yo, seriously. I'm just trying to do my live stream. Nobody's doing nothing about it. I just wanted a nice quiet spot. Somehow I picked this. Yeah, no, I didn't realize when I picked this bench I was coming for fight night. They're not grappling. Those kids didn't even connect. They didn't do anything. Nobody's saying nothing. There's been workers walking by that didn't say anything. So yeah. No legit, now they're kind of closer by. Whatever. Anyway, so before we were so rudely interrupted, I was talking about the masks. We already talked about the bench cheese. Fight me at flags. I'm still distracted. They're over there fighting. What a day it's been, huh? Hope everyone's doing well and no teenagers start fights around you in the middle of your live stream. You can tell it's been a long day when my left eye gets super puffy. That means I'm dehydrated. The bench cheese cops? No, I was here protecting Mortal Flag Bat. You can tell that everything's okay because this bench cheese is safe. The bench cheese is safe, guys. We did it. We saved the bench cheese from the fight. The bench cheese was unharmed today, but remember to protect the bench cheese in your hearts, okay? Plastic cheese from Casey's Corner. I can't say I've had that in a long time. Well, it hasn't even reopened, has it? Mortal Kombat 2, yeah. That's a sequel. I gotta admit, I'm not very excited for that. Oh, maybe those two are gonna be in Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 2. They were trained actors. Yeah, I don't know about that. I know, the poor cheese. I think this is not just bench cheese. I think it's traumatized bench cheese. And they were trained actors, that's why none of their hits connected. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was the worst fight I've seen in a long time. Poor bench cheese. Poor bench cheese. Anyway, yeah, that whole little thing, PTS cheese. Yeah, that whole little thing just threw me right off the track. Like, I have no idea. We got our icy. We saw that dude yelling at the cashier. Even his daughters were yelling at the cashier, which is a terrible thing to teach your kids, to yell. It's okay to yell at another human being, especially when they're the ones handling your food. Yeah, that was a really weird, like, last 20 minutes or so. Ugh. I just want to walk around the park and enjoy my icy, guys. I don't know about you. And hang out with the bench cheese here. That's it. Icy, bench cheese. Icy, bench cheese. This is what it's all about right here. I mean, yeah, some people haven't been out in public in a long time. It looks like they've forgotten how to act. Some people just are not ready to be out of the house. Anyway, I think it might be time to call this one because I got nothing. This totally threw me off. So I think it's time to say goodbye before I run out of steam here. And I hope everybody will say goodnight to Bench Cheese and Icy. I will say goodnight from Six Flags Great Adventure. Next week we will be coming at you from the opening day. Oh gosh, I'm realizing I'm going to be at Dorney Park. I remember the first time I went to Dorney Park, the cops were there and they had to break up 2 fights and they arrested someone. So who knows if we're in the clear of avoiding fights breaking out, because Dorney Park, I've seen some fights. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. It was a lot of fun. It got a little weird at the end. And plastic cheese, or bench cheese rather. Bench cheese says goodnight too. So I'll see you next week around the same time. Maybe a little bit earlier because I think Dorney Park closes earlier. Have a great night. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for keeping me company here and witnessing all the weirdness. Yeah, I got to figure out what the heck I'm doing at Dorney because it's just a dry park. Don't know what the crowds are going to be like. It should be interesting. Later, guys.